beautiful Sunday here where I am, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tari, and I'll define myself, of course, as the name of my channel. And I am essentially on this journey um, of becoming a certified herbalist and all of these different things. My YouTube channel is primarily focused on spirituality, faith, crystals, herbs, all of that good stuff. And it means the world to me. This is my first pick a card reading. And I've done readings before for other people in the past, but as I am discovering in my own journey um, with the divine, fulfilling the purpose ultimately that it is for my life and just where I feel comfortable in being my authentic self. So if you are new to the channel, I hope you find the messages that are meant for you. I pray that they come through as they should and that you find them informative. And if you are a current subscriber, thank you so much. I want this to grow and ultimately just share positive messages because there's so much going on in the world. And I think that more than anything, people need some empathy, some support, just some understanding, and just some love. Just some love. So it's definitely a vibe here. And I pray that that resonates with all of you. Um, if after you watch your reading or choose the crystal of your liking, please, please, please like, comment, subscribe, all of those good things. I hope that these messages are able to reach a multitude of people, but primarily the people that it's meant to reach. So with that being stated, let's go ahead and dive into the pick a card reading. So here we have the malachite crystal, which is option 1. If it resonates with you, um, there you go. I love working with malachite, especially if you're just trying to manifest at different areas of your life when it comes to success-wise, whatever definition. It's a very masculine energy, action-oriented crystal. Amethyst, of course, which both of these, the amethyst and the malachite, are rough crystals. All three of them are actually. And then we have the lovely rose quartz. Very, very gentle, heart chakra, self-love, loving crystal. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into your reading. So pile 1, if you chose the malachite crystal, these are your divine messages. I'm going to be pulling from 4 oracle decks, and we are going to go ahead and get started. Here's hoping that this helps to. Ooh, okay, we had a few cards that popped out from this deck. We're just gonna roll with it. I don't personally believe that that cards appear or don't appear for any given reason or whatnot. I believe that whatever comes out is because you were meant to receive that message. So we're just gonna roll with it. So first set of cards that came out: freedom, individuality, acceptance. Here on my YouTube channel, I always do my readings a bit different. I mean, this is the first reading I've done on here, but oracle cards for me tell a story. And it's like a matter of how spirit works through me is the grouping and the mapping out of messages when it just comes to our lives. So Um, yeah, it's very important. I tell everybody, even if these messages, um, if the messages on this channel don't resonate with you, which I hope that they do, because I want you to come back and to share, um, and to like the videos. But even if they don't, you know, just finding somebody that really resonates and matches with your energy, um, is super, super, super important. Um, so we got the stack that came out from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck by Kyle Gray. I don't know if I mentioned before, but the Divine Abundance Oracle deck is by Tosha Silver, or Tasha Silver. I'm also really big on like not forcing energies. So what is meant to come out, meant to come out. Everybody may not get the same amount of cards and, you know, that sort of thing. But the messages that are meant to come through will definitely come through. Let's see. Rejecting shame. We've got taking time for meditation and prayer. So I can move some of these things out of the way so these cards can be a little bit more present here. Let's see, we've got being true to myself, being true to myself, and feeling good. And then certainly last but not least, going to be pulling from the Divine Animal Oracle deck. Ooh, that was quick. Let's see what energy you should be channeling this week. So, okay, group one. Malachite. I love working with Malachite, especially if you are in that stage of just like manifestation in general, trying to get things to come to fruition. Malachite is a great crystal to work with. So the divine message for this is, well, technically, who needs it? The overflowing in creativity but lacking in follow through. The all business all the time. You can, when to use it. This is really good for when you feel disconnected from the earth beneath you. So it's really great grounding crystal. And when you just got to have the money, the power, and all the glory, come at it with a heart forward, sustainable energy, courtesy of Malachite. So claim your success, group one. Claim it, own it. This is definitely a vibe. So from the Abundance Oracle deck, you've got freedom, which states, I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bounds. You've got individuality. Every person has their own personalized study plan in this earth school. You have acceptance, radical acceptance, and the now opens the flow. We've also got the stag, which has to do with trust and thrive. There is definitely a message that goes with that. We have 4 cards that came out of the language of letting go by Melody Beatty Oracle deck, which I love this Oracle deck. We all could use a bit of more of surrendering and letting go of different things in our lives, just like snakes shedding skin to bring in the new, you know. It's definitely a vibe. And then for your animal card, you got the horse, which represents freedom, elegance, and strength. You are being guided to break free from the chaos and confusion of life. Take action and expand into your new journey, creating balance of the mind, body, and soul. There are new and exciting opportunities waiting for you. All you must do is take the first step towards them. Ooh, that card specifically also really resonates with me, which is interesting because I love to work with malachite as a crystal. This group is giving me very much so breaking bounds, breaking past limitations, whether that be fear, whether that be persons, places, things, but literally just like breaking through, breaking free. You have goals, you have things that you're trying to accomplish, so let's do this. And one of the key things to this happening, honestly, one is one that I feel is coming through specifically is acknowledging and understanding who you are as a person, and knowing that because of who you are, your individuality, that you are meant for something that helps you understand, or that is a true, accurate depiction of this was specifically meant for you because you are you. Through your own journey, lived experiences, things that you've come with, just everything. Like this opportunity, what you're trying to accomplish, what is coming to you, is literally because you are you. So embrace that, own that, accept yourself, accept the present moment for what it is. I'm also getting this feeling of really just taking the time. You have the meditation and prayer card coming through. It says, take a moment for meditation and prayer. I know that I am a creation of God and He loves me. God, through meditation and prayer, I have faith that I will hear you when you talk to me and you will listen when I talk to you. This just tells me that being intentional is going to be very, very important. With anything that you do, you want to go within. With anything that you are trying to call into your life, success, abundance, prosperity, you don't want to just willy-nilly it. Like, it's important to be intentional about those things. You want to sit with it, you want to think about it, and you want to think about yourself and your positionality when it comes to it. Ultimately, freedom is the thing. Ultimate freedom, being able to be in a space of authenticity. Okay, authenticity, living your authentic self, your individual self, accepting yourself for what it is, but also accepting where you currently are and taking that in strides is going to be very important. Trusting divine timing, trusting the aspect of it all, and knowing that you are going to thrive no matter what. Like, you're going to. This energy is very masculine in a sense of action, action, action. But I feel as if you were being called to take action in a sense of breaking past your own fears and limitations so that you can be confident enough to take those steps, to be like the horse, to take those steps. But in order to take those steps, you have to believe that you can. You have to know your power, know what you bring to the table as an individual. Accept that even though you may not be where you want to be, you are exactly where you are supposed to be, and trusting that process. We also have the rejecting shame card coming through, which says, learn to reject shame. Shame is an overwhelming sense that who I am is not good enough. I realize that I am good enough and that my imperfections are part of being human. I let go of shame. Baby, please know this. Accept yourself. Know that you are amazing. You are worthy. You are divine. You even have being true to myself coming through. Today I will honor, cherish, and love myself. When I get confused about what to do, I just have to remember that I need to be true to myself. I will break free of the hold that others and their expectations have on me. You guys, this is amazing, amazing energy. Literally, this group is just like breaking free. Like, I think of, I don't know if you guys have like ever been to like a rage room or whatever. Um, and I technically have never been to one either, but I've heard amazing things about it. But you are literally going in and you are just pounding. You're going so hard. You're like pounding, breaking all these items, like all this other different stuff. And you've got like bits and pieces like flying everywhere, right? Like, in a sense, like you don't know where the pieces are gonna land, but they're gonna land somewhere. um but in the process of like you breaking, you are breaking the mold of the item itself. And when you do that, it causes like this explosion, in a sense. And I feel like one of the things that spirit really, really wants you to know is that it starts within you. It starts within you. You have the power. You are fully capable of accomplishing, getting to this stage. This is like the ultimate stage, boundless, limitless freedom. You also got the feeling good card. Today I will let go of my need to be in pain and to suffer through crises. I ask God for assistance in moving as quickly as possible through my sad feelings and problems. I ask for help in experiencing joy, peace, and gratitude every day. I will accept what's good in my life today. Acceptance, acceptance, acceptance of the present. A lot of people think that accepting something is like a very limiting thing, in a sense of, okay, well, this is just what it is. But like, no. Acceptance has to do with acknowledging and understanding your position right now in your journey. But it doesn't represent stagnance. It doesn't represent complacentness. It doesn't represent any of those things. It just represents that right here, right now in your life, this is where you are meant to be because you trust. You trust the process. You trust that you will get here. But in order to get here, like, you have to go through like these things first, or that these things are very important components. It's very much so like making gumbo or any famous good recipe, you know. Any good recipe, like, you have to have the ingredients, you have to have the tools, you have to be able to be ready to get from point A to point Z at the end of it. But if you don't have the right ingredients, if you don't have the right tools, how are you going to be able to attract that? How are you going to be able to stand in your true power if you haven't even understood like the fact that you are powerful, the fact that your lived experiences, your journey is tailor-made for you and unlike anybody else's? The key to succeeding, one success is measured differently by every individual. For some, it's becoming a homeowner. For some, it's very extrinsic, and for others, it's very intrinsic. But with this particular group, the ultimate success is the freedom. Literally, you got the freedom card. Literally, you got the freedom card and you got the horse that symbolizes freedom. The success for this group is the freedom. The success is the freedom. And This success is the freedom. Because I don't know if my video went out at all. I was receiving like a phone call, but I'm so sorry. Like if it did, or if it just like paused or stopped recording, I'm not sure. But I'm just gonna pick up where, with just the overall message of, at the end of the day, the success is the freedom. Okay, but literally, you have the horse, which symbolizes this freedom, and you have the freedom card. This group is breaking bounds. You are breaking bounds. You will get there. You are going to get there. You are going to. Trust the process. Trust the process. Trust your journey. Trust that nothing is happening, or that everything is happening for your highest good, rather. Take the time to appreciate yourself, to acknowledge what you bring to the table, to be true to yourself, because that, rejecting shame about yourself, embracing your individuality, you have your own study, accepting yourself. Finding gratitude and acceptance in your situation, because that is also a very important aspect of attracting the desires of your heart. But the power is within, and it's within you. So go ahead and channel this energy. Go within yourself. Take the time that you need to. And just remember that, like, perspective is everything. Perspective is everything. But also, too, you are you, and there's no one else like you. Don't care what anybody says. So know that if no one has told you today, I love you. You are love, you are light, and I hope this message resonated with you enough for you to like and subscribe to the channel. There are definitely going to be more messages in the future, and I look forward to sharing them with all of you. Okay? Have a great week. Love you. Hello. Group 2. This is going to be your reading. If you chose this group, you got the amethyst crystal. I work closely with amethyst. I don't know if this focused or not, but I work closely with amethyst quite often. So lovely energy for the crystal. And pretty much when to use it is when it's time to give up the victim routine and to start living with purpose. Hold on tight to amethyst. Your mantra is get drunk on your highest self. Definitely that color of the crown chakra coming through, the third eye, crown chakra, your highest self. Definitely the spiritual aspects of self. So that being started, gonna go ahead and get started with this reading. Hopefully you guys are having a lovely Sunday. It is gorgeous where I am right now. Earth Mother's got the sun out. Okay. Birds chirping. There's just... Ooh, okay. So we have... Alright, we're just going to go with all of you. For those of you that do not know me, just when it comes to my readings, I am very big on... I always use oracle cards, but I'm very big on oracle cards telling stories. And everything is just connected in that sense. Everything is connected. And I believe that cards that pop out, it's because, hey, you're meant to receive them. But ultimately, you know, what is meant for you will be for you. It won't pass you. And if it leaves you and it was truly yours, it will always come back in time. It's interesting because I'm getting a very strong with this group already. Like, I'm getting very, this group is very, seems to be very, like, spiritually in tune, which we are working with this crystal. That message definitely makes sense. I'm definitely getting this energy of like trusting yourself, trusting your spirituality, like trusting what you know because you're being guided by the divine. Got the shaman, you got Lord, got the hermit, some good retreat, recharge energy. Got the medicine mother, honor your inner knowing. Seems to be maybe like possibly a lack of confidence with this group, like grounded. Okay. And then we've got clearing. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Is there anything that this group should be letting go of? Spirit. That wanted to come out. This. So we've got me apologizing. We've got taking time for meditation and prayer. The last group also got that card. What is your animal energy for the week? What is the energy that you should be channeling, that you maybe need to do more research on? Ooh, that one popped out because it had something it wanted to say. You got the polar bear. Brave, resourceful, enduring. Okay, so let's dive into this. Okay, so you've got the shaman. I'm going to give you the divine messages for each of these and then just tell you what's coming through when it comes to that. But pretty much the ultimate message for the shaman is trust in your angels, guides, and ancestors. If you have given your power away, claim it back. Claim it back. Your extended message. There are spiritual allies working in your favor, and their miracles will unfold much more easily when you move into a state of trust. So call back your power and stop allowing external forces to divert you from the miracles you deserve. Hand over all of your concerns to your spiritual allies. When you do so, you allow them to send you intuitive guidance and messages that will allow you to correct the situation and come out on top. The shaman card also shows that you have shamanic potential to move between the realms and connect with your guides in an extremely personal way. Okay, this third eye chakra, this is very much so, very much so thing. You've also got medicine mother, honor your inner knowing. The message is take action, do what you know you need to do. Extended message, there is an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to deal with it and release it for good. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the steps you know you need to take to move closer to where you'd like to be. You already know the answers. You know what you need to do. You may have been using delaying tactics or holding back, but now you are being guided to take action. Action requires courage, but your angels and guides are bringing you the courage to move forward. Take just one step. When you do, the next one will be presented to you. And then, let's see, you've got Lord, which ultimate messages take charge with authority. A lot of charging. Messages, don't be afraid to take charge or use your voice, be strong. Extended message, sometimes you have to take control in order to be honored. If you feel that your kindness or gifts are being taken for granted. It's time to change that. There is no excuse for bad behavior, and the ancestors are encouraging you to hold your ground and speak your mind in a fiercely loving way. You have the energy and might to overcome dramas or energies that aren't working for your growth, and it's time to take charge before you find yourself in a situation you don't want to be in. You are being encouraged to be the boss instead of being bossed. This card also brings the energy of ambition and can show you have the potential to move upwards on a professional level, but only if you act with authority and show who you really are. And last but not least, for that particular angel and ancestors oracle deck by Kyle Gray, you have the Hermit, which is retreat and recharge. Take time to rest and recuperate in order to continue your growth. Benefit from the information that will come directly from your heart space. The extended message is you have been working hard and giving your all to your current situation, and it may become draining and detrimental to your development unless you retreat and recharge your energy. So you are being guided to take a step back at this time. If you are working on bringing something together, your over involvement could impede the process, so retreat and breathe. If you have something to say or that could have a larger impact on your life, spend some time in deep thoughts, even contemplation, before moving forward. Often when we rush in, we don't see how destructive our actions can be. So meditate and listen to your soul's wisdom before proceeding further. Okay. We've also got grounded here. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. You have the clearing card. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from my to God's, such freedom. You have the apologizing card coming through. It's very interesting. Today I will try to be clear and healthy in my apologies, taking responsibility for my own actions and nobody else's. I will seek God's help in figuring out what I truly need to apologize for, and I will do so without reservation. Then you have taking time for meditation and prayer, which that is honestly, I think it's very, very critical. And then you have polar bear, which is your overall divine animal message, which represents brave, resourcefulness, and enduring. You are being guided to ignite your spark for life and triumphantly move forward towards your heart's desires. You possess the emotional and physical strength to navigate any landscape with grace and conviction. And it's very, very interesting. So I get the feeling that with this group, that you have been very much so taken advantage of. And there is a part of you that is afraid to fight back. Like, I'm getting this vibe of like, okay, so were you guys like ever that person that did like group work or whatever, and then like you were the only person that did like the work in the group and everybody else got this good grade, but like because you were trying not to step on anyone's toes or you wanted to be liked or like whatever, like you didn't say anything, but as a result, like you, it lingered the fact that like you did not stand up for yourself, like you did not fight for yourself. Like, this is what I am getting, honestly, like with this particular group. And it almost feels as if like the energy is like it is time, like it is time for you to fight back. It's time for you to show up for yourself. It's time for you to stand up for yourself. Like, before taking all of this action, it is important to retreat, because in a sense, anytime you are wounded, anytime that you, something big like this, like it's never easy, honestly, especially when people aren't accustomed to you standing up for yourself, for you to like bring forth that energy, bring forth that boss energy, bring forth that energy of, okay, I'm done being ran over, I'm done being taken for granted, like it's time for me to be vocal, like it's time for me to like do what I gotta do for me. A lot of things coming through had to do with you being able to trust yourself. Trust yourself and trusting the divine, and knowing that like you have what you need within you, and what you don't have within you, like you have around you. You have around you. And you are protected at the end of the day. It's time. It's time. Whether this is with a job, whether this is with a person, whether this is with a situation, whether this is with relationships in your life, so on and so forth. Like, it is time. It's time for you to acknowledge and to recognize and to understand that you are here in this space and place because you are choosing to be here in this space and place. But you can change that. Don't apologize when it comes to how you live your life and the decisions that you make. There's nothing wrong with taking action and ownership of something, but only as it relates to you. Like, don't take yourself for granted anymore. You deserve better. You deserve better. And Spirit wants you to know that. Like, you're an abundant being, and it's time for you to clear out. It's time for you to clean house. And in order to start the process, it's important for you to retreat. It's important for you to think about what this process is going to look like, because trust and believe, once you start tapping in that way, the wrong people will start tapping out. Once you are tuned into a certain channel, a certain frequency, honoring your inner knowing, trusting in the divine, when it comes to you declaring what you know is yours, the wrong people will tune out, because you are protected. You are being guided. Ground yourself, ground your energy throughout this, because it's not necessarily an easy path to take, but it is necessary. But the energy that I get with this group is just stand up, be heard. Stand up for yourself, be heard. It's interesting because I feel like the overall energy seems to be like breaking past limitations, but with the first group, theirs was more so had to do with inner self limitations. But for this group, it more so has to do with like standing up and like fighting for yourself. Which is going to take a completely different like mentality. It is something that is going to have to be practiced. Trust and believe, I know. You deserve to have your heart's desires. You deserve to be heard. You do not deserve to be taken for granted, but only you can change that. Only you can change it. With anything, you definitely always want to take the time to retreat, to pray, to meditate, to go within, to trust yourself, to trust the universe with the process. But if any of you have been waiting to do this, don't wait anymore. Don't wait anymore. I have been that person personally that has been in this situation, that has been in this scenario. And I'm telling you this now. Glowing up in this sense is not easy, but it is necessary. And in the long run, you deserve to be an amazing, amazing polar bear. Go after your heart's desires and show up for yourself. Because I guarantee you doing this will set the tone for everyone else. But most importantly, you doing this for you will ensure that you are never apologizing for anyone else again. You take ownership of you. It's not your responsibility to do that for others. So don't put that pressure on yourself, lovely. With that being stated, this concludes your message for the week. I hope that it resonated. If not, I completely understand. Don't force it. But if it did, please like and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next week for your next pick a card reading. Love you. Hello, hello, group 3. If you chose this pile, you chose the lovely rose quartz crystal. I love working with rose quartz. When to use it is when you feel like you always have to be the one to have it all figured out, or to work the hardest to hold it all together for everyone else. Rose quartz gives us a pink cashmere covered platform to be soft, sweet, and open to spirit. Take care of your heart, okay? This is, I already feel like this is going to be like a very, it's going to be a, possibly just like a gentle reading. But with that being stated, let's just go ahead and get started. I think as I previously mentioned, I will be pulling from 4 different oracle decks. So first one is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck by Kyle Gray. And we're going to start off with the messages that come out. For those of you that are new to my channel, honestly, this is like my first pick a card reading, so at least what I am doing on this YouTube platform, because I have done readings for other people, but with this, where I am in my life and on my journey, I am being called to show up for myself in a different way, and, you know, just going through my own journey and coming to conclusions about certain things. So yes. Ooh, take care of your needs. Boy, oh boy. So that's gonna be the tone. Okay, what is your abundance, your divine abundance message? This deck is by Tosha Silver, or it could be Tasha Silver. Ooh, so flow, and flow. Just making sure, you guys, hopefully you're able to see everything. Flow. I feel like this is going to be a very, very gentle reading, honestly. Letting go. Letting go. Mm-hmm. Letting go. What do you need to let go of, group 3? Everything. Maybe ooh, living through problems. Some beautiful artwork. Anything else, Spirit? I'm getting a very like this group is going through a lot. Like, I'm kind of getting overwhelmed with emotion by just looking at the cards. I'm sorry, you guys. I am a crier. It's like my go-to emotion, but I just feel like this group is just having a really, really hard time, or has been having a hard time. It's your divine animal energy. Oh, you got 2 cards that came out. 2, 3, 3. You got 3. Ooh. You got the bear. You got the butterfly, and you also got the kangaroo. Interesting. But we will definitely dive and get into those. So your first 3 cards that you got came from the Kyle Gray Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. And for those of you who have never received a reading from me before, which is probably the bulk of you because I've never done anything on this platform, I'm a firm believer that the cards just definitely tell a story from just beginning to end. There's the end, there's the beginning, and there's the end. It's truly just a mark. So with that being said, I'm just gonna dive in. So you got the Air Guardian card that came out first, which that message is shift your perception, change the way you think, and you will change your whole reality. When this card arises, it's an opportunity to learn about your way of thinking. You are being guided to recognize that not all you see is exactly the way you see it. Sometimes the mind can play games, and sometimes our perceptions can be wrong. If you are being challenged or feel there's a lack of clarity and direction in your life at the moment, there's a good chance the way you're thinking of what you're focusing on has a lot to do with that reality. You're being guided to open your eyes and your mind, go beyond any limits you have set for yourself, and recognize that the way you see the world is how you will experience the world. Opportunities are moving in your direction, but they will only open up for you if you are ready to do the internal work to support them. Next you have Seer. It's interesting because it also very heavily ties into the symbolism of the Air Guardian. So see beyond the current situation, look beyond your current situation, raise your vibration, and focus on love. Clairvoyance isn't just about predicting the future, it's about being able to see clearly enough to create your best future. You are being encouraged by your ancestral guides and angels to see beyond what you think is happening now. Don't allow your ego or doubts to play games with you. Instead of seeing yourself as stuck or lost, know you're in an energetic holding space while the universe recalibrates a path that is more favorable for you. Angels of light are upgrading your energy so your experiences can be more enjoyable. You are moving towards something extremely uplifting and enlightening. So stay calm. Whew. Stay calm and keep your eyes on the prize. Getting calm. Next you have winter. Winter. Oh, the seasons. Oh, the seasons. Do everything you need to be at your best, then move beyond your fears and limitations. Your extended message You have an opportunity to move beyond your fears. Although you may feel in the dark, get comfortable with being in the unknown and trust that the light within you will sustain you through what may seem a challenging process. Ask yourself what you need to do to feel supported and alive. You may uncover something from your past that you have buried deep. Know that when you unearth it and shed light on it, you create space for miracles. You may feel like a lone wolf right now, but it's time for you to be the best alpha. So, as you guys maybe heard a little bit before, I was getting very emotional when I started pulling the cards. Let's see, living through problems. You have today I will go on living my life and tending to my routines. I will decide as often as I need to stop obsessing about whatever is bothering me. If I don't feel like letting go of something, I will act as if I've let go of it until my feelings match my behavior. Okay, so this reading feels very heavy. It feels heavier than the other two groups. Because the feeling that I get from this is like, I feel like I'm like suffocating. Like life is happening. I've got problems left and right. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm feeling like I'm drowning. I'm feeling lost. I'm feeling confused. And it's a lot. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. Getting calm. Today I will stop searching for happiness outside myself. If I'm in a frenzied state, I'll get calm, get back on track, and remember that the key to happiness is inside me. Often after I've become peaceful and accepting, what I want comes to me with ease. With that being stated, I completely understand this rose quartz is befitting for this group. It makes all the sense in the world. All the sense in the world. Everything that I mentioned before, first I want to say that I completely understand. I understand what it feels like to feel like so much is on you, or that like walls are like caving in on you. And you're like standing in the middle, looking up, looking down, looking around, and feeling like you've got nowhere to go. But the reality of it is that the only place you really need to go is within. I'm a firm believer that everything is energetically connected, spiritually connected. It's beautiful, really. It's so beautiful. And I am grateful to sit here right now doing this reading, giving this reading to you, being used as a channel and as a vessel by Spirit. And I'm so grateful and thankful for this moment. You have no idea, because it's taken me forever to get to this point, and the people that know me know what I mean when I say that. All of the answers are being presented to you. The answers to get past how you have been feeling. Spirit wants you to know that everything is not as it seems. That perspective is everything, but more than anything, it is so important for you to be gentle with yourself throughout all of this. All of this. Our perspective in life is Literally everything. It's everything. And once we change that, we change the narrative. This shift your perception and see beyond your current situation literally go hand in hand with one another. Taking care of your needs, getting calm, flowing, letting go. Be kind to yourself. Please do. I know it may not be easy, but if you can just trust that everything is unfolding for the highest good, for your highest good, it will change your perspective. If you change your perspective to that, it will truly, truly change your narrative. It will truly, truly change your problems. And when I tell you, it is a practice. It is a practice to make that shift. But if you can take the steps to do it, to try, Spirit has your back. You can let go. Don't continue to hold on to things that weigh you down, because you will never fly. You will never fly if you do. And you will continue to feel overwhelmed. This group, I feel like maybe you may have a little bit of anxiety. I feel like you have a lot of anxiety. I feel like you are just very down right now. Just very down right now. The Spirit wants you to know that you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to be more than okay. You got the butterfly card coming through, which symbolizes mind, body, and soul transformation. You are being guided to embrace change and to detach from what no longer serves you. Begin now to recognize your own beauty and elegance, and the world will do the same. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go and let flow. Go within. Go within. Trust your process. We also got the bear coming through, symbolizing unconditional love, playful and protective. You are being guided to rest and enjoy yourself and others, create balance in your life and flow, and follow your truths. You will intuitively know when and how to take inspired action. You have immense inner wisdom and physical strength. You just don't know how strong you are. The truth is, life just happens. Things just happen. It's not because you're bad people or good people or anything like that. Life just happens. But you've got a lot of purple energy, spirituality, like colors, third eye, crown chakra colors in your reading. But you also got some reds here present in some of these cards, which tell me that maybe some of you are feeling excuse me, not safe or just lacking in general. You've also got the energy of the kangaroo card coming through, stability, faith, and determination. You're being guided to take action and think big. Take back your power, leap over any obstacles, and build your desires on a solid foundation. Forge ahead without looking back and create emotional fulfillment while staying grounded. Being true to yourself and having faith in the unknown. You've got calmness in here as well. This is the energy that Spirit wants you to have. Calmness. Calmness. But it's going to take some work, you guys. It's going to take some work. I won't even lie. You're probably thinking, well, I'm always working. I'm tired of working. I'm tired of being strong. But you know what? This is you showing up for yourself. And healing is never easy. It's not an easy thing to do at all. And it takes work. But I will tell you, as someone who is sitting on the other side of the bulk of it, it does get easier. It gets easier to flow. It gets easier to let go. It is an active daily practice. I am going to keep it real with you. It is. But it gets easier. Love on yourself. Take care of your needs. Take care of your needs. Please take care of your needs. If you have this energy, channel the energy of if you have this crystal, channel the energy of the rose quartz, please. Because this right here is a transformation. It's a transformation. You're a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful butterfly. But there are some things that you need to let go of that are not serving you or your energy. You'll be surprised of when you let go of certain things, people, persons, places, habits. Because sometimes a lot of the things we need to let go of are internal as well. You'll be surprised of what it does for your energy. And the shift that it causes. You can do it. I'm just going to say you can do it. You can do it. And you are going to do it. Comment, I can do this. You are loved. You are loved. All of you. All of you. I know it feels heavy. I know it does, but you've got this. Spirit's got you. And you've got yourself. You're doing an amazing job, okay? You're doing an amazing job. And I love you, okay? This is your message for this reading. This concludes it. I hope that you have a great week this week. And know that you are loved, you are loved, and you are being guided and protected every step of the way during this transformation. Okay? Until next week, you guys. Love you. Talk later.